Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the Madroit podcast. I, of course, Jordan Haynes, here with me, as always, founder, CEO of Madroit, Winston Hofer. Win, how's it going today, man?
Doing great. Ready to jump in?
Awesome. As always, when aren't you ready to jump in? So, you guys, just quick little overview. Madroit podcast, we're here. We talk about a variety of marketing topics and how they pertain to your business. And today we're talking about something that is maybe sometimes an overlooked part of your business marketing plan, and that is local SEO. And we're going to dive into how local SEO can make an impact for your business. So, when starting off, first explain to the folks listening, what is local SEO?
Yeah, local SEO is referring to the process of optimizing your website and your online presence online. The goal is to help you attract local customers, clients, patients from relevant search terms. And it doesn't necessarily include everything on your website, right? The online presence portion can be Google Business Profile, another citation, or another profile elsewhere.
So, local search engine optimization here with local SEO. We're going to talk through things like citations. We're going to talk through your Google business profile and how those things relate and all formulate the overall mix of local SEO. So, the reason why local SEO is important, if you're not visible on local search results, especially thinking things like Google Maps or even like local listings that you're able to look up on a variety of search platforms, there's a likelihood that you're missing out on customers that are looking for those reputable reference so that they can find who you are. We've all experienced it where everybody knows where maybe like the large chain is or the company that everybody knows, but sometimes they may be looking for a smaller or more special company or operation so that they can use them for that product or service that they're looking for. You need to show up for searches like XYZ company near me or lawn care company near me or in a specific city in order to stay competitive. Without local SEO, there's strong potential that customers won't know you even exist. So when we're talking about that, I know I just mentioned like lawn care, for example, but who do you think of when you think of companies that most benefit for local SEO?
Yeah, so it's essential for anyone with a physical location or has a service area business. So this could be restaurants, local service companies like plumbers, electricians, law firms, dentists. Special note for franchises or multi-location businesses. It's critical to do this right and not overlap with each other, and also make sure you cover the territory of the ground that you need to.
So in terms of where these things are showing up and how they're showing up, what can people expect to determine success to be when they're engaging with local SEO? Like where their listing is going to be showing up?
Yeah. So it's important. They should be showing up on Google, Bing, Apple Maps, other search engines, some that there's not a lot of fans of out there, like Yelp, Angie's List. They make an impact, but to pay for their services, most hate doing it because it just, I don't know, it's pretty rough experience. But as far as local SEO and showing up, that's one portion of it for sure. The end result that you're looking for is clients, customers, patients calling or reaching out about your services that you provide.
I think too, a critical component for people who are maybe starting a new business or if you move, one of the things that we went through a little while ago now with a client is they had switched to a new building and we had really difficult time getting them to be verified and making sure that things were being sent to the right place and Google was confirming that they are where they said that they are. But it's such a critical component not just for people that are looking for you, but also from a reputation standpoint. Because if somebody's driving to you or somebody wants to come and see which you're open for operation, and then they show up, you're not there, that is usually a huge black eye.
Huge. Yeah. Yeah. The reputation part is huge. And I don't know, getting that information right is so important. And part of that is citations. And a citation is basically an online profile of some sort. So the key things that like Google and Bing look at are all of your other citations accurate and consistent with the other ones. So they crawl the web and look, hey, does your business hours line up with your business hours on your Yelp profile, on your Google business profile? Are they different? That's a credibility thing for Google to show, to decide whether or not they're going to place you at the top three in the local pack or bury you down on page two. Just getting all of that is just, it's so important. It's one of those tedious things that people do not like to do. And I get it. I've had to do it manually long ago, and it's a pain.
Yeah, you struck a chord with me right there because I the thought is, right, with Google as a whole, that Google doesn't have time for the smaller business, or it doesn't want to promote the smaller business. Really, Google doesn't care, small business, large business. They want something that is saying it is what it is. When that's verified through Google, that is huge for you, and you can be a small business and you can rank fairly high just by making sure that your citations are in the right place. And for those wondering, what are these guys talking about a citation? We will dive into that a little bit more, I promise. But I think making sure that that information is verified and accurate across all different search platforms, because we've gone through before where, okay, I updated my Google business profile. That's all anybody looks at anyway. The fact of the matter is, yes, searches come in from Bing, they come in from Apple Maps. Like, people are gathering information from very diverse areas. So I think make sure that consistent and accurate across all those is essential. And that's essentially what local SEO takes care of for you.
It does. And there's a lot more that goes into it. Back in the day, citations all you really had to do. And now it's becoming more and more about engaging on platforms like Google Business Profile or Google My Business formerly, right? But the interesting thing with the citations, I probably promise we won't nerd out on this too much, but just to share a little bit, those citations are important. There's sites that you would probably never go to. Like, I'm going to search for a dentist on this website. Like, you probably wouldn't. But as far as SEO goes, it has value because of the domain authority, and that domain authority linking back to your site with the accurate name, address, phone, website is really important. That's how Google sees, is this company who would they say they are? And if those other sites are inaccurate, those sites are being crawled by other citation sites like Yelp, Angie's List, and others you have never heard of. And they're creating profiles before you too. So then Google sees all of those and goes, is it all accurate? And if it's not, it just can get out of control quickly. So it's better to do it correct the first time, keep it up to date versus having to go fix it. But that's also, we have to help with that too, because it happens.
Oh, yeah. As somebody who's sat in the seat and had to field the phone calls of, why is the business showing up as permanently closed on Apple Maps, but it's totally fine on Google? Or why is this address this way on Google, but it's fine on Apple Maps? Like, those things are, they have to be cleaned up, and it's essential that you get those right. So that leads me right into our next piece right here is, if you're doing local SEO, how do you do it right? What are the things that go into making sure that not only are you have it going correctly, but how does it become successful? What do you deem success to be?
Yeah, it's a great question. And I'll buzz through some of it. We can dive in just because I think a quick overview, like the reputation is huge. Like, that's a big indicator. The citations being accurate, the NAPW, having your online profiles like your Google business profile optimized with intent-based keyword information in there. That's not keyword stuffing. It's still authentic, but using it is really important. And then building tier one and tier two backlinks. Tier one is like a direct backlink to your website. Tier two is linking to maybe a different citation or social media profile, and then to your website. That's all a credibility thing for Google. And then to make sure it's actually working and helping you succeed, measuring KPIs for it. Without that, you're just hoping.
And guys, for those who are maybe playing catch up on some of the acronyms here, right? So NAPW, that's your name, address, phone, website. KPIs, your key performance indicators, right? Those things that, those goals that you set that you're really trying to hit to determine success, or if there's adjustments that need to be made. So again, all critical components, and again, trying not to get too far into the weeds, but this has the potential and the ability to be very technical stuff. Can you give us a real world example of how it works?
Yeah. Local SEO is like ensuring your business is on the best corner in town. Imagine opening up a bakery on the busiest corner, but hiding your storefront. So you just don't put a sign out there. It sounds crazy.
Yeah.
Local
Yeah.
SEO is what makes sure people can find you easily, both on foot and online.
I like that. That pertains to, I think, a lot of businesses out there that want customers to be able to find them, think that they may be doing an okay job at it, but really it may be half done, maybe a quarter done, where local SEO ensures that you get the whole cake, if I use your bakery analogy.
That's funny. Hey, you know what? It's actually a great point and just a common thing that I've seen over the years. You've seen the same, but companies think they're doing really great because they search their name or like their service or product on their phone in the
Yeah.
vicinity or a mile away. Like you should show up there. You show up 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 30 miles away. That is what really matters. And it matters when someone else is searching. Your phone, Google knows what your interests are.
Yeah.
If you're in the building, they're going to show you typically, unless you're just way off the mark. But yeah, it's really interesting to see if you're doing it really well, or you're expanding your reach, or you're obtaining way more opportunities.
Oh yeah. That's a great point because yes, we've all experienced the I search for this and I'm showing up number one or I'm showing up number two. Yes, you on your own personal device, that at that moment you are showing up number one for you.
Yeah.
Uh, Not for somebody who doesn't know you, who has never heard of your business, searching for things that you offer. So again, guys, local SEO is a huge piece. Without it, there's certainly the potential that you can be invisible to your local audience. The people that live right around the corner from you don't know who you are, and they should. You could have some of the best products and service, and I know in a lot of areas around the country, there is a desire to want to do business with local companies, and local SEO helps to bridge that gap. It helps you get in front of those local community folks that you want to be doing business with because you know that they will sing your praises if you do. So again, puts your business where people are looking, and it is a must have in today's digital landscape. So again, that is our episode for today. As always, if there are things that you'd like to hear us talk about on the podcast, or if you want to get in touch with us to talk about maybe some episodes that you've listened to, please feel free to reach out to us at woodroitmarketing.com/podcast. Have a great day, guys.
Thanks.